Royce, that was tough luck with that deuce.
Oh, can you believe it?
I got to say, you played it right. You got to go with a card like that.
Yeah.
And of course, as you know, we've said it. The cards are shuffled and they're cut, and you never. And then they seal the decks, and you don't know how they're going to come out. They sure didn't come out for you good that time.
Yeah, deuce would have got time.
But as you said in the commercial, we're still here, right?
That's right.
You could maybe do it again.
I will.
We'll start a new match. We've got two brand new decks of cards, and Janice, if you'll deal them out, we will meet our next challenger. Here's our next player on Card Sharks. Diane Kelly. Hello, Diane. Nice to have you here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
You're a vision in blue there.
Thank you.
If you win, are you going to wear red?
If it'll make me win again, I will.
Diane, tell us something about yourself.
I'm married. I have 2 daughters, and I work at LAX as a ticket agent for a major international airline.
Oh, that's nice. People
A lot of
nice
fun.
when they come to meet you there in the
Most people are, yes, unless there's a delayed flight or baggage is lost. They're very,
And we all
very
get a
nice.
little salty, don't we?
Yes, all of us.
Good to have you here, Diane.
Thank you.
Good luck in the match. You know you're playing the blue cards, the lower cards. Royce, the champion, will play the red cards on the top. Let's get into the match. Good luck to both of you. First question goes to you, Royce.
Good.
We asked 100 women in a California TV audience, do you consider yourself beautiful? How many of those 100 women said yes?
Pretty maybe, but beautiful, I'd say only about 25.
You say about 25.
Yeah, beautiful is...
Diane, you think higher or lower?
I think a few of us think we're really beautiful. Higher.
You say higher than 25.
Higher.
The actual number of women who said that they were beautiful is 27. It is higher. Diane, you want it? You go to the board.
Thank you.
Diane, we'll take a look at that base card. Of course, you can change it if you like. You won the question. It is a jack. You want to play that? You want to change it?
I'll play it, Jim, and the next card I believe will be lower than Jack.
Lower than a jack.
Come on, lower.
Come on, lower. You got much lower. A deuce.
Next card's going to be higher than a 2.
She's going to continue, and she
Yes,
says
all
higher
the
than
way.
a 2. It is a 4. A little bit higher. Still a good card.
Next card's going to be higher.
She's going to continue
Come on, higher.
than a 4. She's
higher.
rooting them home. Come on, higher.
Come on, higher.
It is a 2. Ooh, all the rooting didn't do any good as we lose those 3 cards, and Royce looks at his base card. It is a 4. You can't
love
take
it.
it. Royce, call this card.
Go higher next card.
Higher than a 4.
Yeah.
It is a king.
Go lower next card. Lower.
Higher.
Continuing lower than a king.
Come on, Queen.
It is a 9.
Little freeze right there.
You'll freeze it right there. 9 becomes a new base card. Janice will fill in the spaces there for Diane, and we'll get to the next high-low toss-up. It goes to you, Diane. We asked 100 men in a California studio audience. Oh, now remember what happened with the women? 27? Would you describe yourself as good-looking? How many of the men said yes?
Men are pretty vain. I would say out of 100, possibly 53 said they thought they were good
53.
looking. 53.
You think the men have more vanity than the women?
Well, I think so sometimes.
What do you think, Royce?
I
Higher
think
or
they have a
lower?
little bit more vanity than that. I'll say it's a little higher.
Oh, you say even more vanity? Higher.
Come on, lower.
Should be interesting. The women, it was 27. Let's find out with the men. The actual number of men who said that they're good looking is 77. Look at it higher. Right. You're right. The men have more vanity. You want to change that 9? You want to play it?
Let's kick that one out. I'll change that one.
Kick that one out. Here's the next card off the top of the deck. It is a
All
5.
right.
We improved it a bit. Call this
I'll
card.
play it. It'll be higher. Higher. Come on,
Higher
Ace.
than a
Come on,
5.
Ace.
It's a 6. Just a little bit higher, but that's all it has to be. What do you think, Royce? You going to freeze or you going to call it?
Be higher.
You're going to call
I'm
it.
gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. It'll be higher.
This is higher. You've got the first game of the match.
Lower,
Higher
lower.
than a 6.
Lower.
It is an 8. It is higher. Royce has done it. Game number 1. $100, Royce. Good job on that. Diane, I like your rooting style. Maybe it'll pay off for you in the next game, which will be coming up in just a moment right after we take time out for this. Clear the board, Janice. I like the competitive spirit in the players. You were chatting during the break there and figuring out what your strategy was. Royce, you said you almost froze with that last card.
Yes, I almost did.
Yeah, but you had a good hedge there because you had frozen before and you had 3 cards protected, and that's the advantage of that. Diane, you need this one. He leads 1-0. Let's get to the first question of the next game and deal out the cards, Janice, if you will. Right off the top of the decks, same decks of cards, and the question goes to you, Royce. We took a confidential poll of 100 people in the audience of Saturday Night Live in New York City. You know the kind of audience they get at Saturday Night Live?
Not a while.
Okay.
Not a while.
Confidential poll, Saturday Night Live. We asked them, have you ever smoked marijuana? How many said yes?
Too bad I can't say 100. I'd say 85.
85. What do you
I'm
think?
gonna say higher than that.
You're gonna say
Keep
even
my
higher
fingers
than that?
crossed. Higher.
Oh,
It's got to be a wild audience.
well, yeah, well, they do have some. Let's find out how
All right.
wild they were. The
Okay.
actual number of people who said they've smoked marijuana is 87. It's higher by 2. Diane.
Hey.
Yeah. That's why we said it was a confidential poll with
Right.
Saturday Night Live. Diane, we'll take a look at your base card. You have a 7. You want
I'd
to play
like
that?
to change that, please.
Here's the next card. It is a 3. Much
Okay.
better card to play
Next
with.
card will be higher than a 3.
Higher
Come on,
than a
Deuce.
3.
Come on.
10.
Okay.
It's higher.
Next card's going to be lower.
You're going to continue.
Lower. Yes.
Lower than a
Come
10.
on,
She's
come
gambling.
on.
It's another 10. It's not lower. You lose both of them, and Royce looks at his base card. It is a 3 again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Next card,
said that you've each got your own deck, and you can see it right there with 2 3s of spades. What are you going to do, Royce?
I'll go. Next card's going to be higher.
Higher than a 3.
Come on, 2.
It is an 8. Middle card. What are you going to do?
I'll go on the next card to be higher.
You're going to figure, just that one card. You're going to figure you're going to play it.
I'm going to play it. Give me
Come
higher.
on,
Higher
come on,
than an
2.
8. Risking that
Lower,
card and this
lower.
one higher. It
All
is a-
right.
You got away with it. Got away with it. What are you going to do?
I'll play it one more time. Next card's going to be lower.
Come on,
One more
Ace.
time. He says
Come on,
lower
Ace.
than a jack. It's a 7. It is lower. You can lose them all. You can win the match.
They're right. I got to freeze.
They're right. You got to freeze.
They're right.
That's the new base card. Royce needs 1 card to get another shot at the money cards. Diane will fill in the spaces for you. You need 4 cards to stay in the match.
Okay.
Question goes to you, Diane. We asked 100 policemen in Southern California, have you ever gotten a ticket for speeding? How many said yes?
Out of 100, I would say probably 68 said
You
yes.
say 68. Oh. Royce, higher or lower?
No way. I'd say it has to be lower. It's got to be
Say lower.
Yes, definitely.
You figure that they mind the speed limit so they don't
No
get
way.
caught?
They tell them, man. I'm a police officer.
Oh, okay. The actual number of policemen who said that they have gotten a ticket for speeding is 71. It's not lower, it's higher. Diane, you got it.
Hey.
Diane, you want to play that 3? Do you want to change it?
I'm going to keep the 3 and say the next card is higher.
You say higher than a 3.
Come on, Deuce.
Come on.
It is a queen, and it is higher.
Next card's going to be lower than a queen.
Lower than a queen to stay in it.
Come on.
It is an ace. It is not lower. And once again, the cards are against you, Diane. Royce, you cannot change the 7. You have to play it, but if you call this correctly, you are again the champion. What do you call?
Go upstairs with it. Got to be higher.
Upstairs, higher. If this is higher, Royce has his championship again. It is a queen, and he's playing it again with a card. Those cards do like you, Royce. Diane, thank you for joining us. Here's some nice cards. Thanks for being here. Royce, come on down. Take a break. We'll take a break and be right back with the money cards. All right, Royce, we're running out of time, but we want to give you another shot at the money cards. Ladies, if you will, deal them out. As you know, the $200 is yours. New money to play with. Bet that money as you'd like. $200 on the bottom. With those 3 cards, move up to the second level. So I'm getting nervous for you. You add another $200 with those 3 cards. $50 minimum bets, as always, but the big bet, you must bet at least half the money. Good luck. We'll start you off with $200 right now.
Great.
Here comes the first base card. Let's see if we can get a good one. It is a 10. You want to play that or change it?
I'm going to change that one.
Here's the next one. You've got to play this one. It is a king. Good card.
Good.
$200 for a king.
Gotta be lower.
Whole thing lower than a king for $200. It is a 2. Very much lower. $400 and a 2.
I bet the 400 will be higher.
Whole thing $400. Higher than a 2. It's a queen. That's the way to get them low and high.
I bet the 8 will be lower.
Whole thing $800. Lower than a queen. It's a 6. You did it. $1,600. The 6 goes up to the next level. We add the other $200. You have $1,800 and a 6. What do you?
500 it'll be higher.
500 higher. All right, let's see if we can better this 6 now. $500 higher
Come
than
on,
a 6.
King.
It's enough. It is high.
I'll bet.
Now let's take just a moment here, Royce. Remember, you've got $2,300 to play with. Got kind of a middle card, a 9. What's your decision on this card?
I bet 300 will be lower.
300.
300, yeah.
Lower than a
Lower.
9. Let's see another one of those deuces if we can. 300 lower. It's a 3. Card. $2,600 and a 3. What's your bet?
I bet the whole 26. It'll be higher.
Everything higher. $2,600. It's $5,200. Up here with a big bet. You've got to bet at least $2,600. You can bet more. What's your bet?
I bet half. It'll be higher.
$2,600. Higher than a 5. It is a 2. Oh, you couldn't do it. But you've got another $2,600, Royce. Come on down here. Royce, you're still going along great. Come on over here and join me in the middle. That $2,600 on top of your other winnings, you now have $8,400. He's still here. We'll be back the next time with Royce to meet a new challenger. Join us, won't you, on Card Shark. Bye-bye.
Some of our contestants will receive Serta's Perfect Sleeper Mattress, and exclusive Serta Lock Foundation provides firm support where you need it, luxurious comfort where you want it. Perfect Sleeper by Serta, and La Machine, the complete food preparation system from France. It's like having a chef at your side. La Machine by Molinex. And West Clocks looks ahead in time. The smartly styled, compact, Big Ben solid-state LED digital AM, FM, instant-on clock radio from West Clocks by Tally Industries. And the collection of Berkeley paperback books featuring Romany fashions by Alexandra Ellis. A passionate tale of gypsy love set in 19th century Hungary. Furnished by Berkeley Publishing. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Shark. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.